to your regularly scheduled Saturday programming right on time. Of course, here again with Mr. Zerilath Eternal, the bare chested runic genius who is wearing a shirt for this occasion.
Oh, yeah. I had to represent the new swag. I went to see Vitriol last night. I've worn my long sleeve Vitriol before. I love the new logo. I wanted to have a tee, so I picked up the tee while I was there. It was fucking great. And I brought my vinyl copy of the last album with me and had the front man fucking autograph it. So I'm like, yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yes, I'm very excited. I offered him an interview on the channel because he's got witchcraft in his family. I've listened to a couple of his other interviews, and he seems very interested in wanting to do it. Because I said, listen, I heard your interview on Mycelium Network at Abyssal Manifestations, and I said, like, dude, if you want to go all the way down whatever you were trying to talk about over there, you can talk to me, right? So hopefully we'll see what happens. I have to wait for an email response, and then if it's going to happen, it'll be after the tour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at you making waves, getting famous people on.
Yeah. At least famous in the metal scene.
I mean, it's something.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, so let's see. Are we, how are we doing? We usually don't have anybody in the first 5 minutes.
No, I am still needing to share it out. I've been busy setting it up. I've been busy all day.
Yeah.
Saturday is
so
just one of those days.
Last week I premiered my new Animal Spirit deck, right?
Yes.
I started using that one, right? Yes, I did. Yeah. Very cool. Yep. So that I'm excited for, and tonight I'm doing the Bronx Goth party. So I'll be doing readings down there, 15 minutes in the club, $20 for the same reading that I give right here. So that's a steal if you're in person at an event.
You're doing that tonight?
Yes, that is tonight. It's the Thanksgiving show.
Oh, right, Thanksgiving. That's a thing over there.
Yeah. You wouldn't have a tremendous amount of awareness of it. But Thanksgiving is actually kind of interesting. I think that there's some pagan merit to Thanksgiving, and that it has just a completely different connotation in paganism, because our Thanksgiving is baked into the lore of America as a history that we have kind of a mythology about, especially when you look at how it's been blanketed over, right? And all these things. And because, of course, Thanksgiving is about the whole idea of, like, okay, we had it rough. You killed a few of our guys. We killed a few of your guys. And it's always like that. It's like, we didn't kill anybody. We just set up a fort. We just fortified a landing base. We're talking about Virginia, right? Because the Virginia colony, which was shaped like a triangle. This fort, right? I thought it was interesting. Like, oh, of course it's shaped like a perfect triangle, because it's the Masons, obviously. So
always those damn Masons sticking
their
nose.
Yeah. Go back and looking at your childhood history with de-occulted eyes is like, that's fucking funny. That's fucking horrifying and also fucking funny. How's it going, Logan? I see you're on the stack. We're gonna get to you real soon. We're not gonna be going over an hour on this one. I got an appointment in the next town over.
So
Okay.
you are lucky that you joined us this early.
Yes. All right. So yeah. What was the point I was making? We're good, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
something
Thanksgiving.
Like,
Thanksgiving.
yeah.
Yes. Yes. Because I think that like with the rough way that the traditional pagan holidays panned out throughout the pre-solstice, post equinox period, kind of has something in some cultures that lands on here in European paganism. And I think I remember hearing something once that didn't have time to look into it, but I said, oh, I bet Thanksgiving is really covert, low key about that, right? It was like one of those things. It's comparative mythology in a sense.
Yeah. It is 22:11 today, so.
Yeah.
See, it's always those damn Freemasons. Just.
Yep, it's 22:11 in a 9 year. So this is a 9/11 day of the year.
Oh.
Did anything tragic happen while I was sleeping? Anything tragic happened while I was at the Vitriol show?
Not to my knowledge.
Yeah. Hey, Howard's here. Cool. All right, so that's going to be 2 readings. So anyway, that was my point about Thanksgiving and my spiel about my cool story last night, what I'm doing tonight. I'm ready to get into the readings. You got anything you got to ask me or tell me before we get going?
No.
All right. We're good.
Probably.
We're in groovy shape. All right. Hey, listen, you guys like, share, subscribe, like in real time, try to encourage, like, you got to have at least one social network you're in that would be mildly curious to get a live reading. Tell them they can log in anonymously, or maybe they just want to ask me a general question, nothing personal. You can ask me a question about fucking Donald Trump if you want. I fucking talk about him too much, but unfortunately he's the president and he might be a time traveler or a dark occultist or a Jew. I don't know.
Or
could he be the savior of all mankind? But there is no 4D chest. It's just that we're being saved by idiocracy. Is that the answer? All I know is that all I know is that Marjorie Taylor Greene's gone. I like Charlie Kirk. I just don't pay attention because I'm an anarchist. But my vibe check was that she seemed like she was trying, right? And I think she had her Dasein collapse on her. And if you've been following me, you know what I'm talking about with Heidegger and Dasein. Or if you know Heidegger, Dasein, her world collapsed. I think that this like a moment happened. It was context to Trump calling her traitor. And I think she ultimately felt the spiritual betrayal of him on her and the party on her. And perhaps in a way that she can't reconcile with whoever is backing her in her district.
American politics. I'm just gonna smile and not.
Yeah. So I appreciate that she said what she said on the way out. I like the way she put it. And interesting that January 5th will be her last day. Interesting.
Oh.
So, all right. We got who's up first? Logan, right?
I'd say Logan is up first. We have, of course, Howard in chat, and Violence has joined us. Thank you all for joining and for joining so quickly.
11. Flow.
Ah,
All right.
starting
So
off
you
with
got an 11 on an
11.
11 day.
Yeah.
And it's 12-11. Oh my God. Small goes, great comes. Good fortune creating success. Oh man, I got my fucking heart clicked when I got all those 11s at the same time. I'm already getting downloads. This is sexy. All right. Flow is a sign of the full expression of tremendous creative energy and spiritual power. Create harmony with the greater flow. Pour its energy into creative manifestation. Pettiness and smaller concerns are swept away so that free communication and great things become possible. How will you work with the extraordinary potential? How can you channel the flow of energy to create harmony? All right. Now, your animal spirit. If you did not catch the last show that we did, I have switched from my Chip Tatum cards to my new deck, which I'm in love with. The Animal Elders deck. I can't wait to use it tonight at the goth party.
It's an amazing deck. It's really awesome.
Yeah. And Asha, she's Ojibwe, I think, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, it's right here in the back.
Yeah,
No, she's Chippewas. Yeah. Chippewas Nawash First Nation. And then
okay.
And the other person that worked on it is Holly Pichette, Mushkegee Cree, Treaty 9, Urban Mixed. That's very interesting, bloodlines being honored. All right, so anyway, these two made this one, and this one is works perfectly with anybody doing pagan animism. Chip Tatum's great. It's definitely more new age.
We've all been there.
But I still really like it. But I'm changing it up. That'll be saved for occasions where I think I should.
Mm-hmm. Well, Violence is definitely listening to you and definitely not getting distracted by memes.
The Elder Loon. Dive deep.
Oh.
All right. So you're going to be ducking around on this one. You got to ask yourself what to duck. All right. That's just low ball entertainment. Strike it from the record.
Hey, I'm a simple man, okay?
Elder 2026. Oh, it's not page 26, you idiot. All right. There we go. Almost got it. One more. Okay. Hauntingly beautiful Call of the Loon is the medicine that flows to you through this card. The vibration of their voice moves into your sacred waters, inviting you to take a deep dive into your subconscious. This is as obvious a Lagu's counterpart that you can get. And as a waterfowl, it's mother goddess energy.
Mm-hmm.
Waiting to be acknowledged and felt. Oh, I'm sorry. Emotions, beliefs, stories echo in your cellular memory. Waiting to be acknowledged and felt. Then I'll just skip ahead to the prayer. The Elder Loon speaks. Call upon me when the opportunity to dive deep summons you. I am adept at underwater hunting and can stabilize all that is ready to surface. With my help, the process can feel effortless as long as you welcome my medicine. I am deeply attuned to keeping your sacred waters clear and purified. So, receive my song into your heart so I may be your ally.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. That's yeah, so it's a deep it's a deep dive, deep emotional. Yeah, it's exactly what you would pair a spirit like this exactly with Lagus. That's, I believe we're talking about the loon is probably one of those deep fishing fowl. So they actually swim. They like to go down. They'll go down in there, they'll go after the fucking fish. They'll actually go after it. I think the Huron, which is the King of Cups in our Wildwood deck, is also the same spirit. So, it's the same kind of waterfowl. Therefore, it will be synchronistic if he shows up today in the reading.
You can still eat roast duck. It's good protein. Very lean.
Oh, dude, don't get me started. Like, just give me some MSG loaded Chinese something or another. Duck. But they're all so cute. But chickens are also cute. But chickens are mean. So, or they can be mean when they're not being sweet. And so I just think the chicken was really mean to me, and then I eat it.
I mean, it's like the pecking order is literal. You know, they will peck the ones that are beneath them like on the freaking head.
Yeah. But no, seriously. I put an aura over an aura of gratitude over my meals typically before I eat them. Especially if when I'm having any meat. All right, so
these are the
what
worst.
we got here in our focal position. You've got the Sun of Life. All right, so this is like a big deal. You've got a big deal situation going on. That your heart is set out on. And hold on a second. This one is not clear whether it's upright or not. So I'm gonna toss it and let it give me a solid answer.
I mean, if you're gonna toss it, at least turn off your cat.
I'm gonna call that upright. And you've got Othal. So you might it can be as literal as you're buying your dream home, but it's that I'm buying my dream home feel to the experience that this is about. Page of Stones, the links. So, Page of Stones. Much like the experience of maybe buying a home for the first time, it's a learning experience. So you went through, this is coming out of a learning experience. You just went through something that taught you something associated with what you are putting into Sanctuary. Iwaj. The learning experience was a deconstructing one. How you thought you understood how the economics of that situation worked were incorrect, and you had an epiphany, and now you're a little bit smarter and wiser. The Guardian. Yeah. You want to put something very important into what you are doing. And thus you're working out logistically how you do it in a manner that actually honors it being secure and proper. I mean, like the Guardian combined with Othal over here in our focus position, It's wild. I mean, is this a home purchase? Is, we're buying a building for a business or something? We have Ansu's reversed. This is a hold your horses moment, right? Because things look very good here. Page of Stones. And then we also, yet still, there is something incorrect. There's something missing. There's something that you might have wrong in the equation of what you're doing. So stop and reflect on and reflect on the Wunyo, or like, is this going to satisfy? Is this going to give me the satisfactory result if I follow this one pivot point the way that I think I got it right? Now, what should you do? Balance. 14, balance. Right? This is our temperance card. So, yeah. It's I think we're looking at a balanced budget situation. It might be that you might be looking at something, and it's like me, like sometimes I can have greedy eyes that say, get the more expensive thing because you deserve it. And then I'm not listening to my frugal side saying, dude, you don't want to tap into your savings again this week, right? So, it's that game. For me, that's my experience of it. You might be far more advanced in your experience of what this is about. Balance, and we got soul. We got soul balance here, right? So, so it's not so much about the money, but the only lower arcana in here is the fucking Page of Stones, and it's in the court, right? So a court card is your lowest fucking card in this spread, right? And it's upright. So this is more of a spiritual balance, right? So you might be looking at it. It's possible that either there's too much spiritual in it, because if you're gung-ho for a thing like I can be, you could perhaps table something, right? Now, my gung-ho-ness, I actually have some Libra qualities that kind of knock me back into, stop it, you're doing too much of this. Stop it, you haven't done this in a long time. Like, I got that fucking little voice in my head, and that's my Uranus triggering my Libra, right? And that's why I'm fucking unpredictable as fuck. But also why I'm got a lot of magic, because I'm constantly narrowing down my target to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. I'm using the force, because the computer can't hit that torpedo into that tube and blow up the Death Star, right? That's the deal. It drives me nuts. Anyway, so, you might need to have something more material in there, right? When I started working out 5 years ago, I had to make room for my weights. I didn't have a budget for the gym. I started doing this in the middle of a pandemic when I couldn't Uber anymore because I refused to wear a mask and got too many fucking complaints. The sacrifices I made to change the world, folks. Those are the little sacrifices that go out into the psychic field. You're welcome.
They are very much appreciated.
All right. Anyway. So, That's your read. Was it who did I do first? Logan, right? Okay.
Logan, yeah.
Joke. Logan presses Hecate says no. Logan must die. Logan comes back. Are you talking in the third person?
Yeah, he tends to do that.
Okay.
Well, he switches from third to first. I've gotten quite used to it.
There's only two ways that people talk in the third person. They're either cavemen, or they're pompous jackasses.
He's
like
more of a caveman type.
More of a caveman type, right?
Yeah.
Right. Because like if Zerilath Eternal will talk in the third person, it's because I'm a pompous ass. But anyway.
So he's saying a whole lot of things, but the most resonating part is that he might have a job coming up soon.
Okay, gotcha. Well,
then, if I'm not mistaken, Logan, this is your first like actual job, or have you had jobs before, or have you just been a vampire for all that time?
I would say this: you got this Ansu's reversed. This is your only reversed rune, right? And it's on this guardian thing, right? So do not listen. The guardian is going to be this impulse. Jobs are going to ask things of you. And
do that.
And when you're struggling, it can be very, and especially if you don't even have a job at the moment, it can be, you would feel like a terrible fool to say no to something, or you're terribly afraid to represent yourself and your own standards, right? I am in my situation now because I could have been continuing working for $23 an hour for up to 50 hours a fucking week throughout the entire winter doing this fucking demolition job. Now I got a job that'll be running out pretty soon that I'm only taking home 20 for with my backup company, with the backup people, right? I made that sacrifice because I was not going to shave this for the safety standards. And I told them, thank you so much. I know that you have to let me go, and that's all right. I want to keep my hair. Very proud of it. I'll find a place where I belong. Make sure this job is where you belong. Your soul in balance. I can't do certain jobs because they don't work for me. I won't work in retail again. I don't like fucking standing in front of people and, whatevering through products and stuff. I'm much happier with what construction and or even a warehouse, which isn't great pay compared to construction, but those are environments I like better. Especially because they give me the opportunity for enough solitude to listen to the Greyhorn Pagans podcast in my ear. So, anyway.
Of which we will be recording.
Let me give you your whisper. And then I want to move through because, like I said, see, we got traffic today, and I guarantee you that I've only got maybe 2 more reads in me time-wise because I want to be out of here before the clock strikes 1. All right.
Like a true Ebenezer Scrooge, or one of the ghosts of Christmas. Although they come in when the clock strikes.
Ooh, forbearance. I love this. I don't know if we've pulled forbearance yet. Do not be deterred by the thorns amidst the roses. So, yeah. Just don't look at the rough path and lie to your intuition about it. The rough path may be the way that that your highest intuition should be going, right? Make sure you know the means to the ends. Make sure you understand the ends that you're looking for. Wunyo is about how the ends are going to turn out for you, and that's that balance to Ansu's. Okay? All right, cool. Excellent. Let's run to the next one. We got 4. Hold on a second. Yikes. All right, we got Howard. Yeah, so Howard and Violence, and well, thus far that's the only people here. So last call. We're done. All right. 25. Howard, you got 25. Without entanglement. Creating success from the source, constancy bears fruit. You know, this is a 25 year, and it's kind of fun how this year is a year of letting go, isn't it? You know, Marjorie Taylor Greene just let go of Congress. You know, America just let go of traditional, all sorts of traditional stuff. This is like everybody's letting go of things. Creating success from the source, constancy bears fruit. One who is not upright commits blunders, and it is fruitless to have a direction to go. Freedom from entanglement from what is not yours, such as others, problems, or events that are not your responsibility, brings extraordinary energy. It liberates the natural and spontaneous creative flow and grounds you in present reality. A good time to reevaluate plans, dreams, and goals from where you are right now. What is real? What is genuinely your responsibility, and what is not yours at all? Yeah. So, you know, it's a very Buddhist sentiment.
Yeah.
You've got Elder Bat. I almost don't even have to comment on that because I think everybody everybody understands that principle. I think it's almost self-evident, right? Well, I'll come back to it as we go. The Elder Bat. Trust your senses. Elder Bat is, where's the book? Number 1. Got the first guy in the set.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to read the name. Gichiaya Epakwanuijin. I'm gonna work on my tongue with these. Okay. Trust your senses. Sometimes it's fluttering, a sharp sensation, or an interaction that takes your breath away. Other times, it's a dream, a vision, or a feeling of warmth in your heart. When Elder Bat flies into your life, you are asked to open your senses to the myriad ways that Spirit Creator and your ancestors speak to you. Elder Bat speaks. Welcome me in when the sound waves of the world reverberate through your body. Heart and spirit, my acute way of hearing, sensing, and knowing are yours. So yeah, you're becoming Batman, or you're becoming Azalot. There's a South American bat god, and there's a bust of him made of iron or something, and he's fucking Batman.
Yeah.
It's I said like the mythology just fucking lives. Just America just fucking refuses to not have the spirit of Turtle Island will have its mythology no matter who fucking lives there. I don't know about Europe. I don't know about any, Indians fucking, dramatically turning into like pagan customary fucking whatever, but us white people, we just end up, it creeps up on us and we whiteify it, and it's okay. And it's okay that we do that because it came out of our unconscious. We just thought it was ours anyway. Right. But, anyway,
we have a habit of doing that. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Or at least nobody said that somebody stole it from them, but it didn't matter because it didn't look like it came from them. I mean, because it looks like Batman, but I mean, like, it doesn't exactly look like Batman, but the silhouette is the Batman silhouette, is the Batman frame, but then it's got all these cool markings on it, right? Cool markings, different color scheme. I think he's like blue or something. Anyway, my acute way of hearing, sensing, and knowing are yours. Okay, yeah, okay. Because I am nocturnal, I also bring the medicine of shadow. But remember, it is only in the darkness that we can see the stars. Your deep listening makes way for the light of truth to land in your heart. I fly by your side, validating the messages you receive through your senses and helping you to trust the power you hold. Okay. So yeah, I mean, bat spirit. So like just you've got like Batman or even Nightwing, if like cool, like goth Robin, as we all. Yes, there's that motherfucker right now.
I mean, this is freaking Batman. Like,
that's fucking Batman, dude.
Hell yeah.
That is beyond amazing that exists in American history.
So
it's the
cool.
sexiest. It's the sexiest thing any nerds ever fucking seen.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are we at? Our focus position. 3 of stones. Creativity. Right? So, you're doing your art thing, you're doing your unique, unusual way of making your things. And interesting, Therisas. Talking about martial arts, the creativity in a fight, perhaps. 8 of stones. Skill. I'd that kind of follows with my question. But it also could be about, well, then again, it can always be about, like, no, I'm just trying to build a fence, right? I'm just trying to install a fence on the property. It could be as silly as that, right? But, just creativity and Therisas popping up off the bat. It's very interesting how that elicits the imagination. Okay, Fehu. This skill that you've cultivated you did not have the resources. Like me, like I can do a decent amount of things in construction. I don't have a decent amount of tools to do everything, right? I got a lunky fucking 20-year-old Sawzall that you plug in with a fucking cord. Yeah, just like I need to get more equipment, right? To do what I can do better, right? If I want to play certain songs, I may need a different kind of guitar than the guitar I usually play my songs with, because of a certain sound that I'm looking for. So we got the Wood Ward reversed. Right? So, things are not, there's no one really keeping watch over the wilds, right? And so that's part of what you're doing, why it's necessary. This interest in protecting yourself. And what you're looking for to do it is going to take time. It's a process. You're going through, you got to go through a cycle of it, right? It's something you're cultivating and harvesting. Five of Vessels, Ecstasy, reversed. So, without these things, you will not be able to have the emotional elements needed for you to really make the things happen that you want to happen, right? Your magic will be diminished because you will not be in the emotional state to charge it properly. And Berkana, right? And it's upright, right? So you can produce the thing that you're making, but it either won't work or it'll be at like half potential. All right.
Howard.
All right, let's see what's Howard got to say now.
Any comment on this?
I don't see Howard in the chat.
No.
Yeah. All right. I would have imagined he would have spoke up. So Howard, you got a minute or so to speak up because, like I said earlier, maybe he was in and out, or maybe he's just in the ear and he can't. Whatever. So I'm going to give you your whisper in just a second here, unless you got something you want to throw at me for context. I'm hoping that this by itself was helpful, and you can always email me or something. Okay. So you got the woods. We've had this one a few times. In the woods, be like the woods, calm, soothing, mysterious, and full of life.
Oh.
All right. So now we're going to move to our last. Violence gets to have her fucking 10th, fucking 20th reading or something from me. Okay. All right, Violence, you got 32, lasting. Creating success, not a mistake. Constancy bears fruit. Fruitful to have a direction to go. All right, you got Elder Beaver. Remain focused.
Love beavers.
Yeah, me too. Efficiency is the name of the game when Beaver crosses your path. At this time, there is a powerful calling within your soul guiding you to move toward building something spectacular. Much like building a dam across a rushing river, this vision will take careful planning and skilled execution, but you have what it takes to fulfill this big dream. Invite me into your life when you need inspiration to move forward on the project you are holding in your heart. During this time, you need to be impeccable with where you are directing your energy. I am here to assist you strong. assist your strong desire to fulfill your vision. Intention and focus are the medicine I bring, and I promise to remind you to conserve your energy for what matters. There are times when we can forget to enjoy what we have built. So, before you gather more branches and mud, my presence will encourage you to revel in the beauty of your creation. Okay, let's have at it. Seven of Stones. Healing, and it's reversed. All right, so an unresolved injury.
Unresolved injury. Okay.
Mana's reversed. Major argument. That sounds like an argument to me. Or a fight. Four of Arrows. Reversed. Rest. So this is I got stress off the top of my head on that. Stress. So you were under stress. And you were putting a workload into things, right? You were working your fucking ass off. Like, this is the bull, right? You're a beast of burden like me. Okay. Seven of Bows, clearance. So you are looking for that place you can do something about this whole situation, right? And make it go away. You got Awaz here. So maybe it's about going away through an apology of some sort. It might be, I got the sense of apology for. So Awaz pops up. It pops up upright. I'm like, that's interesting. Mana's reversed, and Awaz upright though, right? So the clearance process will be found in having a resolve with someone, right? And like I said, this is an argument, so I suppose it's a mending of a friendship or a marriage or something. Okay, your eyes messed up from surgery. Got it. Okay. Nine of Stones. Tradition. Reversed. All right. And Hoggle. So right now, I think what it's saying is that you might be, this surgery may be part of something going on that is keeping you in a loop of their illness, right? You have to you gotta build a relationship with something that triggers this healing effect that you're looking for, right? Like that's what I did. I have to get out of here in a few minutes because I got to go to my chiropractor, right? I had a chiropractor fix problems I've had with my body for fucking years in the course of a month without surgery and drugs or anything invasive at all.
So without surgery and without the fun stuff. Okay.
Right.
A lot of
So
arguing with her husband.
yeah. Well,
Unfortunately,
like you're not going to be in a good state if you're in consistent argument with your husband, right?
which is also not very beneficial for healing.
Yeah. No, it's not. Yeah, I it's you have to understand how your body works and then explain to him how what he is doing is affecting your healing in a manner that he can understand, right? Because you can't give him an animist answer about this, right? But science backs up animism when researched with proper knowledge and wisdom. And so you talk about how X, Y, and Z things causes stresses that turns off parts of the body's ability to heal itself. And then you mention X, Y, and Z healing systems in the body associated with your eyeball and whatever, right? Like, go to that fucking level. Go to that level. You've been listening to me forever. These are the benefits of being a wizard, right? You want to fight some dark sorcery in your life? You're going to confront the dark sorcery in your own fucking marriage, and it's going to be either the evil goes or my husband goes. Anyway.
And I do hope it's the evil, because,
yes,
sanctity of marriage and all
light.
that.
Look to the spaces between the trees for answers. So, like, make sure that you're, make sure that you know your husband. Like, ask yourself, am I seeing everything, that I am supposed to see before I lost my vision? Like, what does my husband see that maybe is more reasonable than I think somehow? Like, just in case there's that. I mean, like, the clearance and the AWAS is upright. So
this is all very.
But you still have to deal with the process of dismissing this darkness through whatever level that you communicate with him.
This is
shoot me an Violence. Shoot me an email. Shoot me an email or something, okay, sweetheart? And we'll, because I don't have the time, and it probably even shouldn't even be discussed here. Shoot me an email. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to charge you money or whatever. We'll just talk. All right, cool. Yeah. All right, Stein. I think that's good. I think I want to get going now.
All right. Sounds good. Oh, hey, that's a good one. The house here is surrounded by trees, and look at the interwoven branches and see things. I mean, I have. Well, there you go.
Right.
Look for the light in between the interwoven branches.
Yeah, but remember, it's a reflection of yourself.
It's very Odinic. So,
Hey, Yada popped up. Well, no, that was the last reading, wasn't it? Yeah.
You're very welcome. Violence, will always be here for sound advice, or at least for the cards and the runes to speak for you. So yeah, Zerilath, you have places to be, people to read,
yes,
goths to entertain. Maybe find yourself a big titty goth girlfriend. Maybe. Who knows? Hey, a big bearded wizard and his big titty goth girlfriend. I mean, I can see that happening. So thank you all for joining. Logan, thank you for joining. Violence, And Howard, thank you for joining wherever you may have disappeared to in the meantime, in between time. Um, we'll see whenever he shows back up again. Leave something in the leave it in the comments. Like just rewatch it, leave it in the comments about how right Zerilath is, because we know he is. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe to Zerilath, his channel as well. Of course, if you like what I do, you love what he does. Let's see. Yeah, subscribe to the Greyhorn Pagans podcast. I will go live. Oh yeah, he had to go. All right, that's cool. Yeah, make sure to subscribe to the Greyhorn Pagans podcast. I will be going live actually on the podcast tomorrow with at least one of the guys of Semi Skeptic podcast. Should be an interesting show. Not sure what we're going to discuss, not sure what we're going to do, but hey, to the high standards individuals like us will find something, we'll make something happen. And in I want to say like an hour, I will be recording a new show with the guys from Esoteric Archives or Esoteric Archives. Either way, lots to do, a lot of new shows to still publish, to record. Thank you all for joining. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe to our Patreon or become a channel member for further support. For everything else, do check out our website, www.greyhornpagans.com. Thank you all. Until next time, until next week, closing in on a year of doing these readings. It'll be in 2 weeks. We do these every Saturday in 2 weeks. It is the 6th of December we started. 7th of December last year. So full year of readings. Thank you all for joining us for that. And of course, thank you, Zerilath, bro. Thanks so much for doing it with me every week. Until next time, until then, have a good one. Have a good evening, day, night, whatever it may be for you. And I will catch you all next time. Bye-bye.